Shivoham. So today we are going to have a seminar on how to heal naturally from arthritis. Basically, these series of webinars I started because I feel that, we don't need to go for medical help in case of many health issues. We have just lost our confidence on ourselves because we have become so dependent on the medical system. Whatever happens, we rush to get medical advice, and we are not exploring, right, the different other ways of healing, which include, one is psychologically healing our belief system. I agree that many of us are taking natural supplements. We are doing yoga, we are doing pranayama, right? But that is physical healing. I strongly believe that we have to explore emotional healing, because disease happens because of stress, and stress happens because of a faulty belief system. Ultimately, you have to clear your belief system and attune yourself to life. All our ancient scriptures, they mention that any kind of non-alignment with the laws of life are the reason of suffering. If you are suffering financially, you are suffering in your career, you are suffering in relationships, or you are suffering with a health issue, it is because somewhere your thought process is not aligned to life. And it is my personal experience in the last, the kind of meditation and chakra downloading that I have been doing, that, many of my own health issues I resolved just by changing my belief system. I noticed that if I used to have a leg pain, I just had to meditate and realize why I'm having it and release it, and it was gone. My headache used to go instantly. My digestion improved once I changed my way of thinking. My energy levels improved. My stress levels, improved. Everything I could find within myself. And what I have discovered is what I would like to share with you. So, we have to understand life is not complicated. Life is very simple, and it wants to tell you about itself. A human being is an expression of life. And through a human being, life is expressing itself. We have to understand life by seeing a human being and by seeing this world. Can't we see that the world is so beautiful, with so many colors, with so much of variety, with so much of creativity? It means God is creative. We can see intelligence in every single creation. It means God is intelligent. We can see a system everywhere. Right from the smallest cell, there is a system. System of protons, neutrons, electrons. So we have to understand life obeys a system. Right? So through what we are observing life, if we start becoming like a witness, we will start observing the nature of life. Usually what happens, we become so engrossed in life, in the troubles of life mainly. We get so engrossed that we forget to see life. It requires us to extricate ourselves, and we have to observe what is life. And one thing you will predominantly notice, life talks through stories. Life likes to make stories. That's why if you see our ancient scriptures, they're all like stories. They are like poems. They are like hymns. sutras, mantras, songs. Life is a beautiful song. It's a beautiful story. And life tells everything in symbols. But we have to learn to interpret them. In my meditations, what happened was I developed the ability to read these stories. So, you know what happens is whenever I read any mythological story or any ancient scripture story, immediately I can relate what it is trying to tell you. I don't see Krishna, Ram, Saraswati as people. I see them as messages. And you have to attune to their message. You have to understand what they are trying to tell you. Like Krishna tells you, life is so joyous. It is so beautiful. Don't take it so seriously. If you see the story of Krishna, you know, what used to happen is he used to, throw stones at the ladies who used to carry water. Because in those times, the ladies had to travel a long distance to bring water to their homes. And what he used to do, he used to take pebbles and he used to he used to break their pots. And they used to get very angry and he used to laugh. What does this mean? Today, we are very much worried about stability in life, security, support. And so we are carrying it like, we are carrying our life. And what he does is he just breaks it and laughs that don't be so serious. Because water signifies nurturing and support. Then in those times, the most expensive thing was butter. So they used to hang it, at the highest height of the house. What he used to do with his friends, he used to make pyramid and he used to take out the butter and eat it. He used to say there is no need to save and there is no need to be fearful of losing anything. Then when the ladies of the village used to take bath in the water, he used to take away their clothes and run away. That what you're trying to protect your shame. So he used to send messages of living life abundantly. So when we read those stories, these stories are eternal. They have been told since several years. And when you read those stories, you can understand their messages. Story of Ram, story of Buddha, story of Saraswati, story of Brahma. Everything tells you a story about what is your true nature. Then you will ask, why is it so difficult to attune to your true nature? Why is it so difficult? It is because of the I, the ego. When you are created in this world, you are created to realize yourself as him. But what happens is, along with you, an ego is created, which is called the mind. So you have come to realize yourself as him. The ego wants to realize himself as separate from him. As I often say, a wave was created to realize the ocean. And now the wave wants to see itself distinct from the ocean. And then ego happens. So ego is what everyone aligns to till they achieve enlightenment. And what does the ego do? It always shows you separation. It shows you victimization. It shows you powerlessness. It shows you the dark side of life. It shows you why you should not trust anyone. It shows you the lessons of chakras in the dark light. Means opposite of the lessons of the chakras. Ego tells you life is very unstable. You have to clutch on to life. No one you can trust. It tells you you're not good enough. It tells you you are powerless, and people are taking advantage of you. It tells you close your heart, because you cannot trust. Because till the heart is closed, ego is alive. The moment the heart will open, ego will go. So it tries its best to create fear so that your heart is closed. Then it tells you, don't speak because you will be judged. You will lose relationships. It will create dependency on people, responsibility for people. Ego will try hard to make you glue on or to cling on to the world so that you don't detach. Because when you detach, you're not affected. When you're not affected, your heart opens. Ego tells you don't accept what is happening because you have to control. Everything you have to control. You're the master of your life. It keeps you away from the fact that you have to flow with life. As they say, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If the stream is going down, don't try to go against it. Merrily, 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 because life is a dream. But ego tells you, no, you have to do, different. You have to achieve. You have to, win the battle. You have to win the war. There is a race. You have to go ahead of others. Ego always shows you lack. Ego always shows you the dark side of everything, trying to make you unhappy, sad, victimized. And the more you align to ego, it is the mind. Ego is darkness. And the more you align to ego, the mind, the more you align to pain, suffering, darkness, and disease. So what is the solution? Solution is to connect to the heart, which is behind the mind. And how can you connect to the heart? Still the mind. You will say, how to still the mind? Meditate. When we chant mantras, srotras repeatedly, the monkey mind gets confused and it drops. Temporarily, not permanently. So when the monkey mind drops, when you meditate, when you chant mantras, when you connect to one single thing, when you focus on something, the different techniques of meditation, then what happens? Beyond the mind, you can feel the heart. And the heart is light. And you can focus on what you want to find answer to. And this light will throw itself on the darkness to illuminate it. But the darkness is a lot. It cannot be illuminated, at one time. So you have to meditate, connect to the heart, throw the light on the darkness, and slowly, slowly you have to eliminate your consciousness. And where is your consciousness? Where does it reside? In your whole body. Your consciousness resides in your chitta, which is your stomach. Ultimately, your consciousness gets fully illuminated. And stomach is the seat of the sun or power. And that is why once you're fully illuminated, you are called enlightened. That's why enlightened people are always shown with sun at the back. Because then they are completely internalized in their enlightenment, in their consciousness. And that is why the first sutra of Patanjali is Yogas Chitta Ritti Nirodha. Yoga happens when the chitta stops its modification because of rittis. When all the waves of the mind subside when you get answer to the different questions of life, when you stop getting affected because of the world, yoga happens, union happens, right? And for this union, we have to find answers to every single doubt, question, fear of life. So a disease happens because there is some darkness in your life which has not been addressed for a very long time. Initially, the disease, it just manifests as an emotional stress. If you ignore it for a long time, which could be months or years, it starts manifesting in the physical body as pains. Little bit bone pains which go off. If you still ignore it, it will become a disease. Because life wants you to illuminate that darkness anyhow. But then you're not ready. You're not ready to self-introspect. You're not ready to heal. So what will happen? It becomes a disease and then you need medical help. Medical doesn't mean doctors. You can also take, as I said, you have to introspect and clear that darkness. Right? So rather than making it a disease, why not heal it when it is still a pain? So once it becomes a disease, as I told you, it has become a disease means the crown chakra also has got blocked. It means you have developed a kind of hopelessness. So disease is a little difficult to cure because hopelessness also comes along with it. It means you have somehow given up on that aspect of life. You have just given up that this thing I can ever change in my life, and that's why the disease has happened. If it is just a pain, it is faster to heal. But if it is a disease, it requires a lot of opening up of your consciousness. So today, we are going to talk about arthritis, which is a disease of the bones and which affects a large population of people. And as I said that, I'm not a doctor, but I am a person who can interpret through stories of life. So every disease, it tells you why I'm there, and it is very simple if you just see it clearly. It is a disease of the bones. And what do the bones do in our life, in our consciousness, to our physical self? What is the skeletal system for in our life? What is its function? Right? So first ask yourself, what is the purpose of the skeletal system in our body? So we can see some things very clearly. First, the skeletal system gives us a type of structure. It gives us a shape, height, and a kind of structure. Second, the skeletal system is a kind of protective system for our organs. Right? It protects your heart, your soft, organs. So it is like a protective, you can say protective gear around your body. Right? Third, what do you think it does? One is a structure, one is a protective gear around your body. What is the third thing? Third thing is it gives you the ability to move. Because of the skeletal system, you can run, you can bend, you can move. Because of the joints. Right? What else it gives? It gives you the strength. Because your muscles, your soft tissues, we are very soft. Human being is like a rose, like a petal. But we are strong because of the skeletal system. So it gives you strength. Somewhere these four aspects of your life have got blocked. And that's why this system is suffering. So let us explore this more through a PPT. This is our skeletal system. Okay. So there are different vertebrae, etc. Since we are not from medical, we can just understand how much it is enough for us to heal this system. In the bones, there are many cells of the blood, the red blood cells, the white blood cells, the platelets, they're all formed within the bones. Important minerals such as calcium and phosphorus are stored in your bones. So you can say the bones are like the building blocks of your body, right? All the cells, the minerals, they are stored in your bones. And the cells are even formed in your bones. So you can understand the bones form the building blocks of your body. So you can say because of the skeletal system, we are growing in life. And the skeletal system is connected to which chakra? It is connected to the Mooladhara or the root chakra. And what do we call the Mooladhara chakra as? Right? What do you call the Mooladhara chakra as? Moola Adhara. Purpose of your birth, foundation of your birth. When this chakra awakens, you realize why you are born. You realize why you have a body, why you have a mind, why you have senses. It is not to enjoy this world. It is not to experience this world. It is not to perform some karma in this world. It is not to give something to this world. You are born to realize yourself as Him. The wave is born to realize itself as the ocean. The moon is created to realize itself as the sun. So it is the Mooladhara chakra from where the impetus to grow and to realize yourself is formed or created. It is here there is the Kundalini Shakti, the creation power of your feminine energy. So as the skeletal system grows, you also become more aware in your consciousness. And that is the purpose of your birth. Okay? Now this skeletal system, you can see, it helps you weather the storms of life. What is arthritis? It is a breakdown of the system. People who have arthritis, they are not able to move the joints. The joints become very weak, red and flamed. And also the cartilage between the bones, it reduces, causing a lot of pain. It is an inflammation of the joints. The symptoms usually develop over time, but sometimes they seem to appear suddenly. It is most commonly seen in adults over the age of 65, but it can also develop in smaller children, teenagers, and younger adults. It is more common in women than men and in people who are overweight. So we can understand that this structure, this breakdown of the structure or this disorder of the structure usually happens after a certain age. And so we have to see what is the thought process they go. What is the thought process they go through at that age. And if they can transform it, they can come out of arthritis. Symptoms: joint pain, stiffness, and swelling are the most common symptoms. Your range of motion, it decreases, right? Because of arthritis, what happens? Your range of motion decreases and you may experience redness of the skin around the joint. Now, let us now understand arthritis, that what is the function of the bones. So your bones are offering structure, strength, protection, and ability to move. See what happens when you have arthritis. It is a very common knowledge which you can read easily online. Today we are going to see how to heal ourselves. So bones जो है, they give you structure, strength, protection, and the ability to move. Now let us understand structure. Who gives us the structure in life? Basically, we form the first structure because of family, values, and traditions. When we are born in a family system, and it is very important to be part of a system. If a person cannot align to his family, he doesn't feel a part of a family structure. He feels that there is a lot of disharmony in the family. He feels people don't get along, they don't support each other. Because if you see, the skeletal system is a system which covers the whole body. The hand also, the legs also, the stomach also, everything is connected through the skeletal system. So in your family, every person plays a part. The father, the mother, the mama, the chacha, the uncle, the aunt, the grandparent, the nephew, the niece, everyone has a role. But today what has happened is, one is because of disharmony, difference in opinions. Also because people don't have time, because they are living in far off countries, in the rat race of earning money, right? What has happened is people have got distance from family. And then this breakdown starts happening. So if you are feeling that I have lot of bone pains, please examine your family values and traditions and your family structure. How is your relationship with your family? Do you feel supported, or do you feel that people are jealous of you? Do you feel your aunts and uncles, they support you or they try to harm you? Examine yourself inside. Do you feel that, you're not ready to fit in the family for some reason? You don't get along with them. And because of this, the structure is having a breakdown. Now, what is the solution? The solution is that we have to realize a family is definitely a support system. We can have difference of opinions, but support will always be there. You have to remove the fear that there is someone wants to harm you or they are against you. You have to forgive, forget, rise above the differences, and you have to see support. Only when you start seeing support, you will feel very much at ease. And also, I will tell all the families that it is very important for you to integrate your children into your family. Children feel very stable, very secure when they connect with their extended family. When they connect with their aunts, uncles, grandparents, such kind of children are very stable. That is why, people or families who stay away from their extended family, they have more difficult time managing their children. So it is very important to respect the traditions, the festivals, and whatever kind of cultural beliefs of your family. And then you will feel very much secure and supported. Second thing, what gives you structure is the framework of society. In every society or every religion, there are certain laws. Now today, because of whatever misgiving, if you don't obey the laws, or you don't want to obey the laws, you will feel isolated. Your skeletal system wants to feel supported and wants to realize a structure. So we have to understand whatever rules are formed in a society, in a culture, in a country, or even rules for traffic, for that matter. It comes in the next one. Every single thing is for the preservation of the society. It doesn't mean that you have to follow them blindly, but you have to respect them, honor them, and follow what makes sense. People who are stubborn, who are rigid, or you can say who believe in going against the laws and the rules, they start having this breakdown of the structure. Okay? So it is very important to attune yourself. You will realize that even if you tell your children or if you tell your loved ones to start listening to the laws, to your social customs, to your traditions, right? In Hindu religion, we have a lot of them. But in the modern society, many people don't follow. But I find that if you tell your children to follow, they become more settled in life. So the first thing is, in order to have your skeletal system strong, you have to be in a framework, in a structure of family, society, religion, culture. And it is a mindset that yes, I have to surrender and I have to obey it. Right? Next, your skeletal system, as we said, it gives you the strength. It means that you have to derive the strength within. If you feel you don't have the strength, the skeletal system will suffer. First thing is you have to face challenges you are getting in life. Okay? Because today, most of the people I meet, right? Most of the people I counsel, they are very overwhelmed with the challenges they are getting. They tell me, ma'am, give me some remedy so that I don't have any obstacles and problems. I said, my only remedy that I can give you is the strength to face them. You cannot just get away from the problems, because it is the problems which will help you grow. I'm remembering one small story that there was a person, he rescued an egg from a nest. And then, he saw that the bird was trying to hatch. So what he did was, he said, let me help her. So what he did was, he took some instrument and he hatched the egg itself. And you know what happened? The bird that came out, it just couldn't fly. Because by breaking the shell, it was going to strengthen its wings. But it did not get the opportunity. So today, when you face challenges, you become strong because of the challenge. How can you have anyone else do it for you? So today we have to understand problems are going to come. You cannot procrastinate. You cannot be lethargic. You cannot postpone them. You have to face them. Most of the people in this world, they are looking for a fast and easy life and quick money. Because they feel that somehow, God, what I want is I make enough money and then I serve people. Many people say, man, I'm not so greedy for money. I have enough and then I want to serve people. I said, you are not Mother Teresa that who has come to serve people. You have come to realize yourself. So you have to understand, God will never give you enough money so that you can relax. He is using money like a carrot so that you run after it, and through you, he realizes himself. So we have to understand, problems are going to happen, delays are going to happen, challenges are going to come. It is better to surrender to them and do what is needed. There was a time in my life also, I used to have lot of leg pains because I was actually very lazy. And I used to feel that, that work is so much, and I used to get very overwhelmed with the demands of family, career, etc. But then slowly realization dawned. Till I feel I am working, I will be tired. Till you have lots of work on your plate which is unfinished, your bones will ache. Till lots and lots of pending tasks are there which are constantly in your mind, right? Your legs will refuse to move forward. That there is so much to do, how can I go ahead? So whether it is lot of pending work, right? Lot of work which is unfinished, lot of things which you feel, I have so much to do and there is no one to support me. I'm all by myself. Till you feel you are working, your bones will ache. Right? Because you are thinking that work is too hard and work is too much, and you are in the illusion that you are working. But what if bones love to work? What if your body loves to work, and that is the purpose of the body? It is like you have an instrument in your hand. Suppose you have got a screwdriver in the hand, and you say, no, I don't want to use it because it will get tired or it will get used. But the screwdriver will say, I love to work, that is my purpose. You can have a torch in your hand and say, no, I don't want to use it. But the torch says, I'm happy because that is my purpose. So you have to understand, your body loves to work because that is its purpose. You are not working, the body is working. Till you think you are working, your body will pain. Your bones will pain. But the day you think, I am not working, my body is a tool for me and that works. I have to polish the tool. I have to train the tool. The more you rest, the more you postpone work, you become lethargic. The more you exercise, you train, you grow muscles. So you have to take your body like a horse, right? A body like a tool which you have to train. You are not the body loves to work. Okay? So you have to train yourself to face the challenges, knowing that I am not the one who's doing. My body loves to face challenges. My mind loves to train challenges. My mind loves to face challenges because with this, it grows. It evolves. Just like the small, the bird from the egg. Your bones get strength when you learn to stand up on your own feet without support. That I don't have to depend on people. I'm ready to stand on my own feet without support. I can do everything by myself. I can take partnerships. But I don't have a fear of standing all by myself. So that is the strength which you have to give to your skeletal system, and then it will become strong. Third, we know that the skeletal system gives protection. So what is the kind of feeling you have to give to the skeletal system so that it remains strong? First, you have to feel safe. Many people who have arthritis is because they don't feel safe. That's why many people after a certain age, right, they start feeling unsafe. That what will happen to my health? What will happen to my finances? Will my children keep me after retirement? Will my spouse be with me till old age? Will I have enough resources to keep me alive? Will I have a good support system around me? So this feeling of not being safe and insecurity starts damaging the skeletal system. So what you have to do? As I said, these are just fears created by the mind, and the mind is darkness. The solution is not to create safety. Always understand, whenever you have a fear, the solution is not that you have to create safety. Because how much ever you create, your mind will tell you where there is not, safety is not there. So solution is not to have enough money, enough people. No, that will never be enough. Solution is to look at the fear and release the fear and realize that you are safe. Always understand, many people tell, when I have enough money, when my children are with me, right? When I feel secure, then I'll be fine. That is not the solution. Because the nature of the mind is to constantly seek darkness and constantly create fear. So first is, in protection, what does the skeletal system want? It wants you to feel safe. If you're not feeling safe, you have to look at the fear and you have to release the fear. Second, you have to feel supported that yes, I have enough money. But that is again a state of the mind. You can feel nourished, you can feel supported even with minimal money, knowing he provides. But once you start feeling lack, you start attuning to lack in all aspects of life. So it is a state which you have to attune to, that I have enough for today. I have enough. I will always have enough. And third way to feel protected is you have to feel healthy. People who constantly look at diseases, their skeletal system starts suffering. You have to know, my body will support me. It has enough strength from inside. It is a state of the mind. There are many people I see, they constantly worry about health issues. There are a lot of people, they start eating medicine of diabetes just because, they have a family history. They start eating medicines for blood pressure because they have a family history. Right? And they constantly fear that this all happened, so I have a tendency, so let me start taking precaution for it. But you have to understand, no disease will happen till you start thinking like your family. Yes, if you think like them, you can have disease like them. But once you understand, every disease can be healed once I change my way of thinking. Even cancer, even the most deadliest of diseases can be healed. You just have to change the state of your mind. You have to see where I have stress and see a way of removing the stress. So, as we said, the skeletal system breaks down first because you don't feel you are in a structure. So please come in a structure of family, society, laws. Second, because you don't feel you don't have strength, and you have the strength. You have to release the fear of facing challenges and standing on your feet. And third, you have to feel protected. You have to feel safe. It's a feeling. It is not got from outside. It is a feeling. You can feel protected even sitting alone in a jungle, knowing that he is there for you. You have to feel protected because it is your right to be safe, nurtured, and protected because you're born. For this, realize that you are supported in different ways. Not only from children, not only from family members. You're protected, you're safe, you're supported by so many different ways, in so many different ways by life. The person who brings groceries for you, he supports you. The house you live in, that supports you. The air you breathe, that supports you. The transport system you use, that supports you. The dress you wear, that supports you. The job you do, the company supports you. The country you live, that supports you. You will realize slowly everything is supportive. Everything is a support structure around you. And you have to trust your body that yes, my body will be with me. I have not come from the body has come from. So you have to feel safe, you have to feel protected, and you have to feel healthy. It is a feeling. And lastly, flexibility and movement. The skeletal system wants to know that you are flexible and you're ready to move. What does that mean? Today, you have so much of fear of going ahead in life. If constantly you are fearful of the future, what will happen? Right? You're constantly looking at the dark things of life, that the future looks very bleak. You're constantly worried about failure, right? You will not be able to move freely. So people often who have leg pain and knee pain is because people who often have knee and leg pain, they are the people who are very fearful of going ahead in life. But we have to understand this fear is happening because you are not ready to learn. The present has everything that it wants to teach you to go ahead. And life is not about going ahead. Because there is nothing called ahead. There is nothing called past. There is nothing called future. Life is just evolving in the same place, in the same time. It is not that you are going to enter into a future. It is nothing like you have to go ahead. Are you ready to transform? If you transform, it is a future. But yes, if you are not ready to grow, if you're not ready to learn, your skeletal system will become constricted. It will become damaged. So, this fear of going ahead in life, as I said, this technique of Chakra, wherein we look at the fear. We look at the fear and we release the fear. It is sufficient to remove any fear in life. So you have to look at this fear which is created by your mind. I repeat, a spiritual journey is the journey from the mind to the heart. The mind shouts, it creates fear. The heart is silent. It tells you to trust. Today, always we have duality. We have two options. For everything, there is a duality. You will get it or you will not get it. It is happiness or it is sadness. It is favorable or it is unfavorable. Right? But mind always makes you fluctuate between both of them. But the heart always vibrates with the truth, which is in the middle. Always ask yourself in any situation, what do I want? And that is the truth, and that is the heart. So I'll give you an example. Suppose you have a fear of losing your job. Your mind will tell you, oh, you will lose your job. And on one time, it will say, no, 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 your job will be there. What will the heart say? The heart will say, I want to be stable. And that is the truth. Your mind can tell you about money. I have less money. Or it can say that, yes, I have more money. What will the heart say? I always want to have sufficient money. And that is the truth. So your heart will always vibrate with a balance, but it will be the truth. So for flexibility and movement, first is you should be ready to go ahead in life without any fear. Second, you have to be flexible enough to get along with everyone, with your support structure, without compromise and without sacrifice. If you feel I have to compromise for anything, it is not the truth. Do you love to be victimized? Do you love to be powerless? Do you love to be under anyone? No, because that is not the truth. So your skeletal system wants flexibility and movement without any restriction. So if you feel that you're compromising and sacrificing, why will it happen? Because somewhere you are dependent on someone. It wants you to come out of dependency. It wants you to come out of every dependency. Today, parents, when the children are small, they feel responsible for the children. That is a dependency. When they grow old, they become dependent on the children. That is again dependency. When you're working, you become dependent on the company. Dependency. In a business, you become responsible for your employees. It is another dependency. So today what happens is you're living your life out of dependencies. How can you be flexible and you can have free movement? You have to take everything in life as a partnership, as a support system, which is your birthright. And you have to be totally independent in every aspect of life. You have to be independent. And you have to live without compromise, without sacrifice. Take your children like a partnership. I am taking care of them. When they grow up, they'll take care of me. It's a partnership. In a company, I am giving my time and talents. They have given me position. If I am an employer, I am giving them their position. They are giving me their time and talents. Everything is a partnership. Why do I have to live with dependency and restrict my movement? So these are the different lessons. And once you attune to the lessons, arthritis cancels with, I have all the resources, safety, security, and strength to grow in life. It cancels with the message, I have all the resources in life, I have all the safety, all the security, and all the strength to grow in life. We grow at every stage of our life. From childhood till old age, we are growing every single moment. We are growing in our consciousness. Arthritis lessons are lessons of the Mooladhara or the root chakra. This is the chakra that connects you. Just like the roots connect a plant with the soil. So this chakra connects you with the world, with your family, with your society, with money, with all kinds of things to make you feel supported and secure. And as we have done lessons of the root chakra in detail, here we are just doing briefly. This chakra gets blocked when you don't feel supported, when you feel there is not enough, when you are fearful of work or facing challenges of life, when you feel you're not supported by family, by siblings, by society, in your company, and when you have fears of the body. You feel your body is not fit enough to support you. So when these fears are there, this chakra gets blocked. And this chakra is what rules the skeletal system. As we do RRST solutions, Rudraksha Ratna Science Therapy solutions, in this, I counsel people, I listen to their problems, and then I find out which chakra is blocked and I give them a solution. And we have different combinations which have come up after a lot of research. For the arthritis problems, we have a very powerful bracelet which is called Angarkai bracelet. It has got 6 mukhi, ruled by Lord Kartikeya, who is called the warrior god. He helps you fight challenges. 8 mukhi Ganpati, the symbol of stability, the symbol of getting along with your parents and society. 14 mukhi Hanuman for strength, protection, structure. And 18 mukhi of goddess Earth herself, the nurturer, the provider. So this bracelet, we find that people who wear it, they find a lot of relief. So these are the RRST solutions. We are going to meditate on releasing fear of work. We are going to release lethargy and procrastination today. Because once you remove the fear of work, you will have to disconnect from the feeling that you are the body. But whatever is our habit to postpone things or to think that the work is too much, we are going to look at this fear today and we are going to throw it. Close your eyes.
Dio Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitul Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dio Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitul Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai
You're sitting on your favorite chair. Today, I feel so overwhelmed with the work at hand. There is lethargy, there is procrastination. I feel I have to do all by myself. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination. I feel so overwhelmed with the work, with the challenges that come in front of me. And today, in the light of God, I'm ready to release this fear of being overwhelmed with work. I feel so overwhelmed that it feels in my bones. So much of pending work is there. So much of demand of work is there. So much of piling of work is there. I feel all by myself. I feel all alone. I don't feel supported. There is so much of fear of standing on my own feet without support. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, so much of feeling so overwhelmed with work. And in the light of God, I'm ready to release this fear. Focus on the tip of your toes and start releasing. I release fear of work. I release from my ankles. I release this fear of work from my lower legs, from my knees, from my thighs. I keep on releasing so much of fear of work from my thighs, from my hips, from my red Mooladhara Chakra located at the tailbone. So much feeling of being overwhelmed with challenges. So much of fear of work. I keep on releasing. Keep on releasing so much feeling of being overwhelmed with work. Work is so much. Work is too much. It is so tiring. I'm all by myself. No one supports me. So much of fear of being alone. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, so much of fear of work, so much of fear of challenges, so much of fear of going ahead in life, so much of fear of the future. How will I go ahead in life? So much of lethargy. I keep on releasing, keep on releasing. Keep on releasing the fear of facing challenges, the fear of work. From the Swadhisthana Chakra located 2 inches below the navel. From the Manipur Chakra at the navel. Keep on releasing. I release the fear of work. So much of anxiety, so much of nervousness, so much of hopelessness. Work is too much. Work is so hard. I'm all by myself. Lack of support, fear of the future, fear of not having enough support. Keep on releasing from the heart chakra, from the throat chakra, from the whole body, feeling so unsafe, feeling so insecure. I'm all by myself. Release. From the room of my house, see your family members, every single person in the house. So much of fear, overwhelmed with work, so much of lethargy, so much of procrastination. I'm all by myself, feeling so lonely, feeling so unsupported, feeling so unsafe, so much fear of the future. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing.
Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
Keep on releasing so much of fear of work, so much feeling overwhelmed with the challenges at hand, so much fear of the future, feeling so unsafe, insecure. Keep on releasing from your house, from your neighborhood, not even neighborhood, release from your extended family and friends. See your parents, your in-laws, your brothers and sisters and their family. Release from your friends, your cousins. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, so much feeling overwhelmed with work. I feel all alone, all by myself. Fear of the future, feeling so unsafe, insecure, all by myself, feeling so alone, unsupported. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing. So much of anxiety, so much of nervousness, so much of fear.
Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasva तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ
Keep on releasing so much of lethargy, so much of procrastination from your workplace. See your seniors, see your juniors, see your colleagues, see your role, see your profile. So much feeling overwhelmed with the task at hand. So much of pending work. So much of demands of work. So much feeling overwhelmed with work, lack of support, fear of facing challenges, fear of standing on my own feet, feeling so unsafe, so insecure. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing. Release the anxiety, the nervousness, the fear, the panic. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring, washing away the fears, washing the fears at home, with my spouse, with my children, with all the members at home. So much of fear of work, so much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, feeling so lonely, so unsupported. Lots and lots of water is pouring, washing away the fears at home, in the neighborhood, with my parents, in-laws, cousins, friends, contacts, relatives. So much of fear of being all by myself. So much of fear of moving ahead in life. What will happen, how it will happen, whether it is good and bad, right and wrong, across all the 9 levels. I release the fear. Release the fear from the workplace. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing.
प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य पितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि
Keep on releasing the fear of work from the city, from every single person in my city, from my state, from my country, from every aspect of my country, whether it is earth, water, fire, air, ether. Keep on releasing this fear of work, this fear of the future, fear of facing challenges, fear of being all by myself, feeling so unsafe, feeling so insecure, feeling so lonely, feeling so unsupported, so much of fear of standing on my feet. Release from my country, not even country, release it from the neighboring countries, release it from the whole earth, not even earth, release it from all the 9 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. See the fears entering a vortex in front of you. The vortex is spiraling like a vacuum pump, like a black hole, ready to suck away the fears. See the fears entering the vortex. Every single fear is entering the vortex. Every single fear I have collected from the tip of my toes, my ankles, my lower legs, my knees. Every pain I have collected. Every pain of my bone I have collected. Feeling overwhelmed with work, so unsupported, fear of work, feeling so unsafe, overwhelmed with work, so much of laziness inside me, so much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, feeling so lonely, unsupported, alone, that I've collected from my hips, my chakras, my whole body, from the room of my house, from my whole house, with my spouse, my children, my family members, from my neighborhood, every single fear of work. Work is too much, work is too hard, postponing work, lethargy, procrastination, feeling so unsafe, fear of going ahead in life. Keep on releasing from my family, friends, from my workplace, from my profile, from my city, my state, my country, from the neighboring countries, from the whole earth, from all the planets. See the fears entering the vortex. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring, lots and lots of holy water washing these fears, and the water carries these fears along with the emotions of anxiety, nervousness, panic, feeling so overwhelmed. See all the fears and the emotions entering the vortex. Keep on washing, keep on washing.
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्.
See every single fear entering the vortex, every single lethargy, procrastination, postponing the work, shunning the work, putting the work under the carpet, ignoring the work, in the illusion that it will not come to me if I don't see it, whether it is work in my house, work for my neighborhood, work for my society, work for my parents, work for my relatives, work for my friends, work in my career. So much of lethargy, so much of procrastination, so much of fear of work, delaying of work, postponing work, feeling all by myself. I have to do all by myself, feeling lack of support, alone, unsupported, lonely, fear of standing all by myself. It is only when I stand all by myself, then the support comes. Today, when a plant has to put its roots inside the mud does not start giving it nutrition unless it puts the root inside. So the plant has to work first. The plant has to grow the roots first. Once the plant grows its roots, only then the nutrition comes. Similarly, I have to first stand up on my feet, and then the support will come. I have to do my side first, and then partnerships and support will manifest. Keep on releasing so much of fear of work, so much of feeling overwhelmed with work, so much of physical lethargy, mental lethargy. Mental lethargy means fear of learning, fear of growing, but it is challenges that help me grow. Keep on releasing this lethargy. So much of postponing, delaying, avoiding, brushing it under the carpet. Keep on releasing this lethargy. Fear of work, feeling so unsafe, insecure, fear of the future, which happens when I'm not ready to learn because of lethargy. Keep on releasing. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring, washing away the fears. Lots and lots of water is pouring over fears in my house, in my society, extended family, friends, workplace, city, state, country, earth, planets. Keep on washing, keep on washing.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं.
Keep on seeing the feelings of anxiety, nervousness, panic, so much of lethargy, so much of procrastination. See the big vortex in front of you, ready to suck away the fears. Start cleansing the earth of all the fears of insecurity, fear of work, so much of lethargy, physical lethargy, mental lethargy, feeling all by myself, fear of work. Work is too much, work is so hard. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं
See the spiraling vortex in front of you and start cleansing the whole earth. The earth represents my personal life, my professional life, my social life, all my fears of work, all my fear of facing challenges, all my insecurity, instability, fear of moving ahead in life, so much of lethargy, so much of postponing the work, so much of feeling overwhelmed with work. I keep on releasing inside the vortex. 10% of the earth is cleansed. I release inside the vortex. 10% of the earth is cleansed. See the fears entering the vortex like big chunks, big pieces. See the fears entering the vortex. 20% of the earth is cleansed. 30% of the earth is cleansed. Every single lethargy, every single procrastination, every single fear of work, whether it is work at home, work for my spouse, for my children, for my family members, for my society, for my parents, in-laws, cousins, for my workplace, for my society, for my city, for my country. Only when I release the fear of work, I develop the discrimination of whether to delegate it, whether to give direction, or how to do it in the most efficient manner. This fear of work has to go, because my basic purpose of my birth is work. Basic reason of my birth as a human being is to self-realize through work. Work is worship. I have to worship work. I have to honor work. See the earth getting cleansed. 10%, 20%, 30%. See the fear of work entering the vortex like big pieces, big chunks. 40% of the earth is cleansed. 50% of the earth is cleansed. See the cleansed part of the earth totally white. 60% of the earth is cleansed. 70% of the earth is cleansed. Lots and lots of fear of work is entering the vortex. All lethargy, procrastination, habit of postponing work, habit of brushing work under the carpet, imagining that it will go away. Keep on releasing mental lethargy, physical lethargy, fear of work, feeling so unsupported all by myself, feeling unsafe, unprotected, fear of the future. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring and washing away the fears. Lots and lots of water is carrying away the fears. 80% of the earth is cleansed.
भुवस्वः तस्य पितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य पितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य पितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य पितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
80% of the earth is cleansed. 90% of the earth is cleansed. 100% of the earth is cleansed. I count till 10, and till 10 every single fear of work will enter the vortex. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. See the habit of procrastination. From today, I surrender my habit of procrastination. See the habit, H-A-B-I-T, entering the vortex. After today, I cannot procrastinate anymore. See the habit entering the vortex. Now surrender the need to procrastinate. See the need to procrastinate entering the vortex. N-E-E-D enters the vortex. Now finally surrender the ability to procrastinate. See the ability to procrastinate entering the vortex. I have surrendered the habit, the need. Now finally I surrender the ability to procrastinate.
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going, 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 gone. Now come back within your body. Focus on the soles of your feet. Imagine long roots are coming out and they are connecting with Mother Earth. Lots and lots of roots are coming out and they are connecting with Mother Earth. And they are gently pushing, showing their readiness to face the challenges of life. And then I will be supported with nutrition, with money, with support, with resources. See lots and lots of roots connecting you with Mother Earth. As you show your readiness to work, readiness to stand on your own without support. Keep on growing lots and lots of roots deep inside earth, because it is my right to be supported. It is my birthright. It is my right to work. It is my right to face challenges. It is my right to grow. It is my right to evolve to my full potential. It is my right to be safe, to be secure, to be protected, to be nurtured. See the strength that you get from connecting with Mother Earth and decide to stand on your own feet from today. You may slowly rub your hands and open your eyes. So congratulations. You all have meditated very well. You did a 1 hour meditation. And I hope you had a good experience.